Ladies and gentlemen, it's V-Build time. We're going to talk about a little fella called Carbearator and a little fella called Chopp-Or. It's BMOG V-Build time. These things have been made. Last time we talked about BMOGs, it was a 3D printed prototype. Now there is injection molded plastic, and I'm going to make one. This version is the Carbearator and Chopp-Or set that is, I believe, exclusive to TFExpo, which is happening on first weekend of August, if I recall correctly. And it's green because there's a Transformer who's green, who once was voiced by Neil Ross, and Neil Ross is a guest. Put 3 and 3 together, and you get 33 and 6, depending on how clever or smart-ass you want to be. So these things in production are totally a model kit. There was something on here that Trent of the BMOG team had to clear out. I think it might have been that hole. But there's a little bit of flash in it. It's not hard to fix yourself, but he was fixing it at BotCon, where a lot of these were getting handed out for the first time. But I'm going to build these, and I'm going to build Chopp-Or first, because that should be dead simple. I messed around with an assembled one of these already, and the plastic feels pretty good. It's definitely different than the 3D printed stuff that the prototype was made of, but that was the thing I was looking forward to this whole time, was to see how the tolerances would work. And it's dense, and it feels nice and properly thick and ABS-y. Like, clipping it here is no big deal at all. And filing down my sprue marks is even less of a big deal. I think these have actually hit full-on internet retail at this point. So, if you're curious about them, they are kicking around at a bunch of shops. I'm curious to see what some people do once they get a whole bunch of these. I know Derek Wyatt already posted a thing that he says he built a thing, and it looked kind of like a monstrosity. But, you know, congratulations to his imagination. The other thing about these is that for color, they come with sticker sheets, which, you know, if you heard the interview I did with these guys on WTF and TFW during the pre-production, the sticker sheets were potentially one of the most expensive parts of the production of these sets, which I found kind of crazy, but, you know, that's learning about the making of toys on an independent scale, which is that everything that you think doesn't cost very much money costs all the money. So I'm going to sticker up this little Chopp-Or fella. I've actually messed with these stickers before on a couple of other sets, like a couple of, I think they were display sets that the BMOG folks were just kind of passing out to people at the end of BotCon. So these stickers are a little finicky, in my experience. And the last bunch, I actually didn't have a toothpick with me to do them. I did them all by hand, which was pretty freaky. I would recommend having a small tool to do these, because these things, not only do they like to stick, but their accuracy to the space they occupy is a touch haphazard. I'm hoping that as BMOG continues, they can also improve their sticker process. So it's not horrible, but it definitely feels like something off of a production line rather than something boutique. And I hate to make the comparison, but when it comes to independence and sticker sheets, it's hard to not go, alright, but how is this compared to repro labels, who are not involved in these sticker sheets? I'm hoping that perhaps somewhere down the line, repro labels can get their services out there on a commission level to companies like this, because like, these stickers aren't cut terribly, but when we get to a certain one, I'm going to start to see what I'm talking about. Once they get in there, though, like these stickers grip You want to be careful, don't scratch at them too much, because some of them have had somewhat fragile ink. This is brought up by the creators, and it's something that I believe they intend to have fixed sooner than later. Like, I think like whatever the next bunch of these to come out are going to be, the ink on the sticker sheets is going to be way more durable. I need to check the orientation of something. Oh god! This is the part where the stickers can get a bit tricky. There's you get options on these sticker sheets, and I'm doing these guys both as augmentoids because that's what their bios say. But there are paraxoid symbols on here too, which you can use basically on these parts. They're clear, right? So you stick them in here to fully allegiance these guys. And that's a sticker going on a sticker, which can be tricky. But all things considered, I think this part of the sticker sheet actually turned out really well. On the other one that I've done, I had no trouble with these stickers sticking on the stickers. And in this case, it does not seem I'm having any trouble either. Yeah. So there we go. It's a little tilted, but the effect is there. I don't know, because it would have been that, or it would have been, like, two big things like this, and I feel like this is both more economic, and you get some extra symbols you can stick on whoever, if you're all up in this stuff and you got, like, multiples or something. And this stuff is supposed to be the gills of the quote-unquote manta ray. Jams on there nicely. Like you can see, this stuff is all a clear sheet that has ink on the top layer, because like, you know, you can see the green plastic beneath the gills. So hopefully one last layer of finish can go on there in the next couple versions of these toys. Let's get this on here too. Oh wait, first I want to get those eyeballs in. So you get two sets of eyes. I'm going to go for the purple ones, because that's what's there on the promo pictures for these guys. But there are options. The thing that makes me happy is it seems like they are very much sticking to a spirit of customizability to these toys, right down to the sticker sheets. And that's only a good thing when you have an independent line that has a build basis. BMOG is all up on them 5mm pegs and ports. And this sticker is all up on the backing paper coming off, but the sticker not. Little bastard. Yeah, this is going to be tricky. How do I get the... We'll be right back. Ah! Alright, so I ran that thing up the blade of an X-Acto, which is not something I wanted to do on a camera, because that would have been asking for it. But we've got the sticker free of its backing paper. And... mounted! Okay. So now I can safely get this stuff all put together. And we've got us Chopp-Or, all colored up, stickered up, and etc. So let's move on to the Carbearator. Not sure how I feel about the pun level of that name. Puns are a very specific thing for me. And by specific, I mean very rarely am I in the mid-ground on how I feel about a pun. Usually I'm in the realm of, oh wow, I want to hurt somebody. I can't explain why, either. I can't explain what it is that makes some puns work for me and other ones so viciously not work for me. Incidentally, you don't really need to sand all this stuff down. I'm just feeling super duper anal on this lovely Sunday. There's no stickers that go with these things either. This is the little claw piece that whoever's holding this can use to, you know, stab. Maybe I'll pick it up a little here. Let's do one of the machine guns. I'll try to resist cleaning up parts. Just go for broke. Oh, how can I resist? Oh, man, there's flash. I left flash. Alright, I cleaned it up. So, the stickers on these machine gun bits are a great example of why you should get a toothpick out or something to help you do this and not be a lummox like me when I did my first bunch, well, my first version of Arsenal, and not use a tool, because it sucked getting the stickers deep inside this crevice, and more so deep inside that crevice. I believe that's 5 and 6 that we'll be putting in there. So let's do the little one first. Come on. There we go. Yeah, this backing paper wants to come along for the ride right now. What a jerk! And then just gonna try to get it in there. This is the bummer. You can't really tap it down in there too much, because if you tap too much with, you know, something that's thin enough to get in there, it may scratch the ink on the sticker. So you kind of just have to let it sit, and it'll sort of suck down, because it's such a deep crevice, there's no way it can float back out. But, yeah, that's some finicky-ass sticker stuff. About as finicky as it gets. I'm sorry, it wasn't 5 and 6, it's 3 and 6 that go on that side. And then 4 and 5 go on the other side. So let's get you in there. And these stickers love to hug the walls of the chasm on their way down, so you gotta operate with a bit of a feather touch, gentle but firm hand, and just get them down there and gripping the bottom. And see, once they're in, the effect is pretty cool. But I think this is some of the finickiest stickering I've done on anything in a long time. Let's finish up this machine gun, then we'll move along to another part. I will spare you seeing all this twice in a row. Oh, don't fold over on me. Hey, hey. Listen to what Daddy tells you to do. This one is just misbehaving all the way down. But we got it in there. Get off the walls. Alright, one more. These super thin ones. This is not the most finicky part of the sticker application, though. I will show you that next. Hey. Oh, man. Ah, you stuck in? You're stuck in? Okay, you're stuck in. Alright, there we go. Machine gun done. Let's do the head, because the head has eye stickers, and they are, at least on the last one I did, they were jerks. By the way, I do really appreciate where it does happen on this sprue, the number of times where the runner connections are on the edge of 5mm pegs, which are much easier to trim and much less needing of cleaning up, because who cares? Like, no one's going to notice if I do this. But, makes for a cleaner, finished piece once you have it all trimmed up and ready to go. I say that no one would care, and now I'm like, well, if I did one, I better do the other. Because I can't be in control of my own actions. Let us do the eyes. So I'm going to do the purple eyes, because those are what are in the CAD pics that are up on the TFExpo site. already. These things are being jerks. Come on. Alright. So, there is your eyeball sticker, right? Oh, jeez. So, let's see how much of a view I can give you here. The problem with the eyeball stickers is they are longer than the eyeballs. So, you kind of have to get it stuck in, get this fastened down. They're also a bit thicker than the eyeballs, I think just due to the limits of whatever process is cutting these stickers. So it gets in there, you kind of just cram it in, and you have all this stuff sticking off the side. You got to get out some kind of slicing tool. Carefully trim it, and then usually when you do, it takes the whole sticker with it. Oh man, I hate these eye stickers so much. Okay. Alright, there we go. So the eyeball stickers are massive jerks. And if anything on the BMOG production end needs to be fixed up, it would be these bastard things. Because, man, they do not want to work with you at all. They resist every step of the way. And, like, every other sticker on this sheet fits pretty well. And once you get it down, it stays down. The eyeball stickers for the bear do not want to listen. And I can't think of an easier way to cut the excess piece off either. Like, if I get in there with an X-Acto, I just don't feel like I have enough leverage to, like, push down safely and trim it. It feels like this is the way to do it. Yep, there it goes. Takes the whole eyeball with it. Bastard. Oh man, I hate you. Alright, there we go. I still gotta clean up this one a little bit. But the eyeballs are in. I hope they stay in. Please adhere. Oh. Yeah, so that is the worst part of building and stickering a BMOG are those eyeball stickers. They are hateful. And that is that. So I'm gonna get the symbol on this guy's forehead. The rest of this is going to be all nice and uphill. The rest of this is stickers that are going on flat surfaces. They are happy to go there. Like, they're practically whistling on their way to work. Yeah, there, forehead tattoo. It's all good. But yeah, here's the other one I did. I put purple ones on black, so it's going to be a bit difficult to see right away. But, so I did those ones more or less by hand. I had a pair of clippers to trim the sides off of the stickers, you know, so they'd fit. But this is me trying to just, like, jam them in with a fingernail. And, like, they stayed in, but, man, it was harrowing. How harrowing was it? It was all the harrowing. Anyway, what's something else that we haven't stickered yet? Let's get that hammer out of there and that scanner too. Hey. Alright, get off my clippers, you little bastard. There we go. We're back in action. And that last bit, I'll just twist it off. File that down. This is the Warhammer bit. And there's a fun sticker that goes on here. You don't have to put it on. I'm going to stick it on because I think it's kind of cool. But it shows the impact, wear and tear of this hammer having been used on fools. That is, whoa! This little sticker really wants to come and play. I'm not using you, fella. Stay on there. Stay on there. And this is where the clear sticker material with ink on top of it, I think, this is one of the advantages of it, is you get stuff like this where you can just apply like this cracked pattern to the hammer. And I think that looks pretty cool. It's subtle, but it's like, yeah, this hammer smashes stuff. Don't screw with it. By the way, I forgot there is a sticker that goes on this claw thing. It's this one. Let's get you on there, little fella. Ah, that's nice. Alright. One last sticker, and then we'll do a quick jump cut. Sorry, one last sticker. More like 3 last stickers. I forgot, there are other legs. But, yeah, after that, we'll do a jump cut, so you don't have to rewatch all the finicky crevice stickers all over again. We've got this thing. This is a a scanner. Your mileage may vary on how you feel about this being a scanner, but there is a sticker to support its role. So, let's get this framed in there somewhat nicely. This is where I don't really mind the mold seam line running down the middle here, because it helps me line up the points of this this sticker, so I can at least get the center somewhat close. If you do want to be totally rid of it, though, just run an X-Acto up that thing, and you'll be all good. But let's do one of the double rocket launchers. Finish up the on-screen stickering of this little feller. Oh, this does not want to play nice. There we go. Gotcha! And let's clean this up a little bit. Obviously, these things are made of a plastic that is just sitting there going like, hey, why don't you get out some spray primer and paint me up? It's totally doable. I'm particularly not doing it on this one because this is like a limited run one, and I just want to have a representation of the designer intent out of this little guy, or these two little green guys. But the black and the bright yellow ones are all over the Big Bad Toy Store and other retailers, like TF Source, I believe, also has them. So, if you do feel like getting all customizy, there is a stock. There's enough to go around to just paint some up. I may give that a shot with some of the black ones. But let's get this in there, and then we'll tap it down. I think it's all lined up. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, there's a little bit of Springertude in the use of the gray there. That's another reason why I like these stickers, is they're following the theme. If there's one thing BMOG has been doing so far, it's picking its plastic Pantones with some specific care. Like at BotCon, they had a purple set that was I don't know if it was 100% on, but it was very much done in the theme of a Scorponok purple. This green is very much done in the theme of a Springer green, and like the stickers are yellow and gray, which just adds to the Springerness of the whole package. And that's an interesting way to still sneak in some extra homage, I think. But yeah, there we go. A little double rocket launcher. So we're going to jump cut out of here, and then I'll show you what these look like all put together. Two things I should mention. Number one, you can use part of the Mantax mold here to get in there and help flatten out these stickers if you don't have a toothpick or something. It does make its way more or less into that crevice. Number two, I don't think I really pointed this out before, but the trick this sticker does with little clear windows to get the green detailing to be part of that yellow piece of sticker tampograph. Like, those green dashes are the plastic. Those are little windows in the sticker. I think that's kind of clever. Anyway, the other thing I realized is if I don't actually show the building of an Arsenal on screen, then I'm kind of really just boning over the whole purpose of a V build. So I'll get this guy put together here. You put the bear head on the scanner piece, and you jam a hammer in the back like, Then you take machine guns and stick them on the sides of the scanner piece, because the scanner's the heart of the robot bear. And then the hind legs are the missile launchers that have slightly conspicuous feet on the bottoms, and the claw thing no one really knows, but you just stick it under here and it goes. That, by the way, is the official BMOG theme song. You know, patent pending, but if Thomas Edison can do it, I can patent my way into anything. But yeah, there you go. There's Carbearator and Chopp-Or. So that's been a V-build. That's been a look at the BMOG V-build building process, V or not. It's a pleasant thing, you know, getting the stickers on there. Like, they're easy to cut out of the sprue, they're easy to put together. The stickers are fun 99% of the time. The eye stickers are legitimate bastards, and probably the weakest part of the whole package. But with those aside, the rest of it is a pretty good time. And you know what? The eyes on this head are sculpted in. If you don't want to bother with the stickers, and you have like a paintbrush, or even just like a thin Sharpie, it's not too hard to fix it up yourself. And then you can have a little troop of bears made of weapons, just wandering around on your desk, being chaotic and carefree. But yeah, let's finish this off by taking a look at some of these things. You know, when they're used in tandem with you know, some kind of iconic green transformer. Get this 5mm thing shoved into that 5mm thing. Oh, Cosmos, why are you so tight? There we go. And then we'll give you a little missile launcher as well, because that's how we roll. And now Cosmos is ready to cut up fools and blow up their houses and their families. So, well done. You know, he's really coming up out of his shell after not killing an entire line and getting a really good toy. He's feeling pretty good. Anyway, this has been Internet Personality Evangelist. That's been another V-build. That's been some BMOG. There's probably going to be a proper written review that turns into a video based on the production plastic BMOG toys. But until that happens, hope that was informative in some way. And yo, I will just say, congratulations to these fellas. They have a steel-cut plastic mold, and it says, in a font that you can't see with the light on, it says their toy line, it says their company name, it says LLC. They did it. They got steel molds cut, and for an independent company, I think that's pretty cool.